Good afternoon, ladies, gents and Pikachus, or morning if it's still morning. I just came out of the bath and realised I've lost some more videos from my channel. So once again I get accused of hate speech, which obviously was not the thing that they took the video down for. So I'm going to tell you in words, and be very careful, what was in the videos that got taken down, because I think they are important for you to know if you value your life and your safety. So the first one was a response to a jihadi terrorist who was criticising me, saying, "Why do I do my series without lies? Islam dies. Why do I criticise Islam when it's a religion of peace? And it's obviously the Jews who are evil, who are causing all this war and terrorism." So I answered the call. I said, fine, let's go through some of that evidence. And I showed image after image after image and a video at the end of Hamas terrorists physically murdering, raping and burning the bodies of innocent civilians who you could see were not soldiers. You could see they were like teenage girls and boys, young adults and mothers with babies. And you could physically see in these pictures it was definitely 100% Hamas Arab terrorists. They were definitely doing it in the name of Allah. They had it written on their headbands, "God is great, Allahu Akbar." And they had everything else covered. They were holding guns, shooting people. You could see them shooting people. Now, I blurred out a lot of the actual stuffs because I didn't want the video to be taken down. But this is the evidence that they don't want you to see. Why is it that these critical videos of me calling me a hate speaker, and then YouTube justifies it by taking my video down, they're still up? All this Muslim propaganda is still up, but it's because it's sponsored content is why. Those guys pay for you to see that, and so you see it. I would pay for you to see my videos, but guess what? My account is in arrears. Even though I paid it 3 times, they took the money off me, but it still shows that my account is in arrears. So I now cannot use promos. And then they take my video down answering a question for evidence. I showed the physical evidence. I physically showed the images and the videos from the website called hamas-massacre.net, where all this stuff is stored. And I showed the proof that these people are not only Islamic terrorists following the commands of Allah in the name of Islam, they are proud of it. They are proud of it, and they say they're going to continue, and the people they are going to target is specifically white Christians and Jews. Westerners, Americans and British. These are the people they target. So let this be a lesson to you. You can never trust Islam. Despite the fact that they have this propaganda campaign and it seems to be very successful, trust a person's behaviours. Judge them on what they do, not what they say about they do. So if they say something kindly or something in defence of terrorism, you know it's a lie, especially when they haven't got the guts to show their face in the video. It's just an AI voice. And then they ream off a load of propaganda with no evidence, and they demand evidence from a guy like me. Then when I make the video containing the evidence, it gets reported into oblivion and disappears, and now I've got a strike for hate speech. Ask yourself, why would I be doing this for no benefit to myself and showing you the evidence if it wasn't 100% true? Supported by reading this book to you. I've been reading this book to you verse by verse for the best part of 18 months, being roundly attacked in the street, having my computers hacked. These guys don't want you to know, and neither does YouTube, because these guys are paying YouTube to have their videos out. YouTube want to see that money. So they make sure I can't speak against it, because I wasn't paying thousands and thousands of pounds, I was only paying a few thousand. These guys are paying tens of thousands of pounds to make you hate white Christians and Jews, Americans and British people, and think the war is our fault, when in actual fact it is their terrorist criminal actions that they repeat and are proud of that cause the deaths of civilians, young adults, children, teenagers and babies. They are so proud of it that they actually make videos of this, which you can see, obviously not on here because YouTube's moderation sucks, doesn't want you to see the truth, doesn't want you to have that fair warning, and then they persecute guys like me for bringing you this truth. So what I would say is this: there is a solution. You can still see these things, but you cannot see them on YouTube. Go to the website hamas-massacre.net. take 15 to 20 minutes, half an hour, however long you need. Look through every single video and picture, verify that it's true yourself, that it isn't AI generated, that it hasn't been composited or edited in any way. Read the testimonies, then compare that to what the news and media have been telling you, and you make your own mind up on which one of those people is telling the truth. The victims of these crimes, with photographic evidence and videos, or the news and media and platforms like YouTube, who remove the videos and the pictures and the evidence and tell you in just words a different story using an AI voice. You make your mind up. And the solution for you is to be extremely cautious of this happening. Never trust Islam, ever, if you are a white person, a Christian or a Jew, because they will physically pick you out of a crowd to target you, and we have seen that. We would have seen the evidence of it this morning if they hadn't have taken that video down, called me hate speech. And while we're on the subject, it is not just the Islamists. Like I said in my video about the globalist powers, it's not just Islam working alone. The Chinese Communist Party, the Russian Communist Party, the North Korean Socialist Party, these are allies of the Islamists, and their citizens are going to be doing exactly the same on occasion. We have to be warned about this. Watch Serpent Za'ar's channel, watch the China show, and you will hear details about a Chinese immigrant to Australia who was there on false papers, and he was there to collect money, which he did at the end of his illegal visa. He wasn't allowed to work on it, but he did anyway. At the end of his visa, when he got sent back on the final day, he tipped a bucket of freshly boiled water over a baby and then ran away, got on the next plane back to China, and now he's being lauded as a national hero there. I can't show you pictures of that either because it's too graphic, but you can find truthful reporting about this on YouTube via people who were there and saw it, and news reports reporting it, although they don't say what happened to the guy or who it was. You can see the video of him doing it and running away. You can see who it was. That isn't something that happened in isolation. That's been happening a lot. You just don't hear about it because the propaganda news and media and YouTube hide these things from you. They don't want you to know these things. And because they hide them, you don't have fair warning. That's what I'm trying to get through to you. Be fair warned. Tell everybody. If you are a white person, specifically a Christian or a Jew, or a female, or you have children, be extremely cautious about any of the people mentioned because they may well be out to harm you. Now, I don't know whether the ones that you see are those ones. None of us do. That's why we are not arresting them. They are lying and denying, and once they've done the crime, they are on a false identity, on a false visa. Once they've done the crime, they run away, and there will be no punishment for them. And the next person to do it will be a fresh person with a fresh false identity. So if these videos don't get shared and people are not fair warned, there is no defense for it. That is why I make my video series Without Lies Islam Dies, and previous to that I did Chinese communism. That is why I am making this warning now when I'm just out the bath and I was going to take the day off and relax. How can I relax when this is going on, knowing that you are not forewarned, that the news and media are telling you the opposite, knowing full well it's a lie, and YouTube are purposefully obliterating any fair warning videos that are there, including my own, and leaving us vulnerable to these criminals, these terrorists, when we are innocent of any wrongdoing. So in conclusion, be warned. Islamic terrorists, Chinese communist terrorists are here now, and you only need to Google search or do a YouTube search to find people showing you testimonies of these crimes against innocent children, sometimes babies, specifically targeting white Christians and Jews in America, Britain and the West. And the reason they are doing it is because of this, or in the case of the Chinese communist terrorists, because they are just racist against white people. Their government has taught them to be that way. That is why they are that way. They think it's moral to attack innocents in that way and target us here. They blame us for their problem. So anyway, I'm going to go and recover somehow. It really gets on my nerves, makes me very angry to talk about these things. But like I say, we need to know. Whether these guys, these hypocrites and liars, want to take down videos, call your names, try and hide the evidence, we need to accept that this is the truth. Otherwise, we put ourselves at risk. So let's not do that. Let's stay strong, protect ourselves from this happening, and if we need to be a little bit cautious, then that is the correct thing to do. So that's the end of this video. I hope you've listened and you learned something from me. No, you didn't enjoy it, neither did I. The next video I do, after the Without Lies Islam Dies, is going to be something fun, and it's going to be something regenerative, something refreshing, because I'm sick of having to do these videos. Shame on YouTube's moderation, on the news and media and the state broadcasters for hiding this from you. Loads of other people have probably done videos like this and they've been hidden. And like mine, had evidence in and they disappeared for hate speech. But we must soldier on. We cannot kowtow to these criminals. Give them an inch, they'll take the whole football field, and then they will tell you to get lost and kill you. So if you want to remain in control of your life, your home, and be unharmed, heed this warning. This is not a joke. This is not a drill. This is not propaganda. If you need the evidence, hamas-massacre.net. Go there to spend half an hour. We will beat these guys, these fucking terrorist criminals. We will smash them. Not through the means that they are using. We will not have to stoop to the level of a filthy, evil scumbag, a murderer, in order to beat these guys. We just have to be smart and we have to be brave. And I know that you are those things. So that's the end of this message. Thanks for listening. I hope you learned something. Have a good day. God bless you all, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye now. This is just the beginning. Honestly, it's going to get worse. Please listen to what I'm saying. Look at that website. Check out the China show for the thing about the communist immigrants murdering children, and make yourself safe. I pray that you be so. God bless you all, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.